Hi, everyone. I'm Ginger Malakar, and I'm the Vice Chair of the AEP Designation Committee. Thank you, Turney and Clary, for your very interesting and informative presentation. To give you some background, the NAEPC Estate Planning Hall of Fame and AEP Distinguished Designation was established in 2004 to recognize lifetime achievement and outstanding contributions to the practice of estate planning within the disciplines of academia, accounting, insurance and financial planning, legal, philanthropic, and trust services. We consider this award and designation as the highest professional honor and recognition of the pinnacle of achievement and accomplishment within our profession. Each year, the AEP Review and Selection Committee considers nominations made by NAEPC past presidents, current board members, and members of the Estate Planning Hall of Fame, and based upon an application process, selects the current class. This appointment offers public recognition that you are part of an eminent group of distinguished professionals. Please join me in congratulating the following outstanding leaders in the class of 2020. Martin Finn, who has a JD, LLM in taxation, and also has a CPA PFS. He's receiving this recognition in the accounting discipline. He was nominated by Sid Kess. Martin is the founding partner of Lavelle and Finn, LLP in Latham, New York. Martin, I'll turn it over to you for a few brief remarks.
Thank you, Ginger, and thanks to NAEPC for this great honor. I appreciate it very much. I do want to make thank yous, my family, obviously, my wife, Ann, my sons, Ryan, Chris, Danny, and Jack, for all their patience and understanding over the years as I do these crazy things that I do. I want to thank my great staff at the office, who I'm convinced believe their sole purpose in life is to make me look good, which is a completely impossible task, but they try so hard at it and do a great job. And then finally, I just want to thank my colleague, my mentor, and I'm proud to say my good friend, Sid Kess, who has taught me so much through the years. Lessons that I know have made me a better practitioner and a better person, and I'll forever appreciate his efforts. And thank you so much, Sid, and thanks so much for this honor.
Oh, thank you, Martin. Next, Stephen Goran, who has a JD, CPA, CGMA, and AEP designation. He is receiving this recognition in the legal discipline. He was nominated by Gary Flotron. Stephen is a partner with Thompson Coburn LLP in St. Louis, Missouri. Steve, I'll turn it over to you for a few brief remarks.
Thank you, Ginger. I'm honored to be receiving this award from NAEPC. I appreciate Gary Flotron having nominated me. I would not be here without the support of my partners and the staff at Thompson Coburn, or without the love and support of my wife, Judy, and all of my immediate and more remote family. Look forward to working with all of you in many coming years. Thanks again.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Next is Stephen Mcdaniel, who has a JD and AEP EPLS designations. He is receiving this recognition in the legal discipline. He was nominated by Stephen Leinberg. Stephen is a partner with Williams Mcdaniel, PLLC in Memphis, Tennessee. Stephen, I'll turn it over to you for your brief remarks.
Thank you. Some 45 years ago, I was teaching COU classes, and at a conference met a guy by the name of Steve Leinberg. We've been friends for 45 years, and I appreciate him nominating me. That led to becoming involved with the NAEPC as a direct result of a guy by the name of John Payton, who's now deceased, who was to have been the president of the organization, but for cancer. This organization changed my career. It changed my life. It gave me lifelong friends. It has been so special, and I simply say thank you, and I urge those who are on this call who are not involved to get involved. It's a wonderful organization. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Next, Catherine Marie, who has a JD. She is receiving this recognition in the philanthropic discipline. She was nominated by Gary Flotron. Catherine is the founder of Catherine Myrie and Associates, Inc. in Birmingham, Alabama. Catherine, I'll turn it over to you now for your brief remarks.
Thank you so much. It is a real honor to be recognized by your peers, especially in this field where I stand in the company of giants. I really appreciate the honor. I'm a big believer in NAEPC and the multidisciplinary approach to estate planning. So thank you. It's a bright spot in an otherwise highly unusual and a bit grim year. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. Next, Jordan Rosen, who has a CPA, MST, and has the AEP designation. He is receiving this recognition in the accounting discipline. He was nominated by Eileen Dougherty. Jordan is the director and shareholder with Belfint, Lyons, and Schumann, PA, in Wilmington, Delaware. Jordan, I'll now turn it over to you for your brief remarks.
Thank you, and good morning or good afternoon, depending where you're located. I'd first like to thank NAEPC and the nominating committee for this honor. I'd also like to thank my good friend Eileen Dougherty for nominating me, and also to my wife, family, and colleagues here at Belfint, Lyons, and Schumann for putting up for all the time that I am not home or not in the office and traveling around the country. I'd also like to acknowledge and congratulate my fellow nominees, several of whom I've had the pleasure of working with. Right after I was nominated, I went back to look at the list of prior inductees, many of whom I've always looked up to and admired for their work and insights in estate, trust, and gift planning. And I must say that it is both an honor and a humbling experience to be included on that same list with them. So thank you again and enjoy the rest of today's program.
Thanks, Jordan. Next, Bruce Stone, who has a JD. He is receiving this recognition in the legal discipline. He was nominated by Attorney Barry. Bruce is a shareholder with Goldman, Volkowski, and Stone, PA, in Coral Gables, Florida. Bruce, I'll now turn it over to you for your brief remarks.
Thanks to my dear friend, Attorney Barry. Thank you, Attorney. Thank you for the NAEPC board for this singular honor. Estate planning is all about teamwork. It's not about any individual. It's not about one profession. We are all part of a team. We all work for the client. My very beginnings as a baby lawyer with the Tampa Bay Estate Planning Council, then the Estate Planning Council of Greater Miami, of which I'm still a member and have been since 1982, the Coral Gables Estate Planning Council, the organizations around the country I've spoken to, Boston, Philadelphia, an annual conference of NAEPC one year in Orlando is a very special and singular honor. And thank you very much.
Oh, and thank you, Bruce. Next, Susan Tillery, who has a CPA PFS. She is receiving this recognition in the accounting discipline. She was nominated by Sid Kiss. Susan is the president and CEO of Parakelty Financial Inc. in Kennesaw, Georgia. Susan, I'll now turn it over to you. And I think you're on mute too, Susan.
My apologies. I am honored and humbled and so excited to receive this award today. I would like to say thank you to NAEPC, and I am so honored to be included with the other class of 2020 inductees, as well as previous inducted accredited estate planners. I would like to thank my husband, Tom, who is my business partner, co-author, and co-presenter. I could not have done any of what has happened in my career without him. And I would also like to give a special thanks to Sid Kess. Sid's been my mentor, advocate, and most importantly, my friend for many years. And I thank you, Sid. You are the best. You're a blessing from God that I am so thankful for. And your legacy is so great. I am humbled and blessed to be just a tiny part of what you've done and what you are still doing. You are, I'm sure, are watching, but at the same time, probably multitasking and preparing for your next estate planning conference. You are awesome. I look forward to working with all of you in the future, and I look forward to seeing you all next year when we can gather in person.
Thanks, Susan, so much. Well, now